it's Mrs. Warner here, and I am going to go over with you your assignment today for reading time. So, in reading class, we are working on this week some strategies that awesome readers do. And one of those awesome strategies is that they ask and answer questions as they're reading and when they finish reading to help them understand the story better. So, you guys are going to practice that strategy today. So, the first thing we are going to have you guys do is you're going to go to a website called Epic Books. And some of you may have used this website last year. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is go to the direction page on your Google slide. You also might want to open a second tab so that you can toggle back and forth between the questions on the slides and using Epic Books. So once you've opened up your second tab and you go to getepic.com, your teacher is going to give you a class code, and the class code will be right here on your slide. So when you get that class code, you're going to take it and you're going to type it right here into the Epic site. And then you're going to hit the Go button, and it'll link you to your name, which your teacher has already put into Epic Books. Once you are inside Epic Books, we want you guys to explore around. Look for some books that you want to read. And what's really cool about Epic is that they have lots of different books, and they're set up in different ways. So you can search for a book based on the genre of the book. You can also search for a book based on the different covers that they have set up. So you could explore based on like the pictures of the book on the cover. You can explore it based on books that are comics, books that are nonfiction, fiction. Or if you have in mind a certain type of book you want to read, you can also go up here to the search bar and you can type in that topic. So maybe I really want to read a book about volcanoes. Once you have looked around and you've picked a book that you think you want to read, we are going to practice a second strategy that awesome readers do, and that is called the 5-finger rule. And you've probably used this strategy before. So the 5-finger rule says this: when you pick a book and you have opened the book to the first page that you actually read, you are going to put up a finger for every word on that page that you do not know. If you get to 4 or 5 fingers, then that book probably isn't the best book for us to pick right now. It's a little too difficult for us. If you're reading that first page and you only put up 2 to 3 fingers, then that book is just right for you. It's a great level for you to read right now. And if you're reading that first page and you only put up 1 finger for one word you don't know, then guess what? That book is way too easy for you to read. So your goal when you read the first page of that book is to see how many words you don't know. So if you have 4 or 5 words that you don't know on the first page, it's too hard. If you don't know 2 to 3 words on the first page, then that's where we want to pick a book from. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to read one of the pages in the book, and if I only put up 3 to 4 fingers, then I'm going to keep reading that book. If I only put up 1 finger for one word I don't know, then my book is too easy, okay? So once you have selected a book that you want to read and you've done the 5-finger rule, we're then going to have you do a little bit of a picture walk through the book, because one of the things that good readers do is that they ask questions as they read, and they ask questions before they read. So I'm going to flip through the pages in my book, and I'm going to say, what are some things that I want to know or that I have questions about? Maybe I want to know how hot the lava is. Maybe I want to know, let me go back. What a plate tectonic is. Maybe I want to know how and why does the steam come out of the top of the volcano? So once you've come up with 2 questions of things that you want to know, you're then going to toggle back to your slides, and you're going to write those 2 questions on this page right here. You're going to type them in. So if I want to know why is steam coming out of the volcano, I'm going to type, why is steam coming out of the volcano? Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish reading my book. When I have finished reading my entire book, I'm then going to go back to my slides. And now I'm going to practice the third strategy that great readers do, and that is answering questions. So you're going to pick from this gray box 2 questions that you want to answer over your book. So we have made a whole list of different questions. So maybe my book was a nonfiction book. So maybe I want to do this one right here. What are 2 things that I learned about my book? So then down here in this box, I'm going to type my answer to that. I'm going to type out the 2 things that I learned from my story. Maybe I want to answer the question, who are the characters in my story? Now, if there are no characters in my story, should I pick that question? Probably not. But if I do have characters in my story, then I can use that question. And so I'll type out my answer to that. Okay? So just to review, you're going to log into Epic. You're going to do the 5-finger rule to check to see if the book you picked is too hard or too easy. You're going to do a picture walk of your book, and you're going to come up with 2 questions that you have about the story. And then when you finish reading the book, the last step is that you're going to pick 2 questions to answer over your story. Okay. And when you're all done, don't forget to submit this assignment to your teachers. And if you have any questions or you get stuck at all, you can either rewatch this video or you can contact your teacher and we will be happy to help. Okay. Happy reading, everyone. Bye, you guys.